This is your monthly Oracle Tarot and Crystal reading for December 2023. Hey, I'm Ethan and this is an empowering reading for spiritual guidance and personal growth so that you can become the best version of yourself. And this is a general reading, so take what resonates with you. Be sure to stick around as I will do a pick a card reading, and this will give you an additional personal message and a crystal to support you through the month ahead. So grab yourself a tea or coffee, get comfortable, relax, and let's pull some cards. First, I'm starting with the Lunar edition of the Ethereal Visions Tarot, and this deck gives me kind of like a never-ending story, 80s fantasy kind of vibe. And for this part of the reading, I'm only going to use the Major Arcana, and this will help us get a major theme of the month and see where your power lies. And I've already cleansed all these cards and shuffled them for you, and your card of the month is the Well. Okay, so this is a unique card to the deck, so it's not a traditional tarot card, and the Well is the birthplace of ideas. And this, if you look at this woman here sat at the edge of the well, I see her as like a muse. So I feel you're being given, or you're going to be given, divine inspiration and ideas. And you're going to be getting creative ideas that will be coming to you out of the blue. Ideas will be popping into your head, or if they haven't already, this is a sign that you should not ignore this. And you need to put these ideas into action, because they, when we receive inspiration, a lot of times we either talk ourselves out of it, we brush it aside, or we forget about it. So you're going to have to write these things down as they come up. Just jot it down on notepad on your phone, and then you need to start putting these ideas into action and just trying them, as these are like gifts from spirit for you. And these ideas, even though it doesn't seem obvious at the time, you might wonder, well, how's that going to help me get where I want, or get me to where I want to go? But they're like stepping stones. So I feel that you need to take action on some of these things, as these sort of stepping stones will lead you to your goals. So it's almost like there's steps, and there's also like the butterfly effect. And this will help you reach things you're trying to manifest as well. So you mustn't ignore these things. And you need to nurture these ideas. So, develop the ideas. Sometimes we need a plan. The idea itself, you need to work out how you're going to produce or do whatever the idea is. Pay attention to these things. Feed your creativity. And putting these ideas into action is going to be the key to your success this month. And just before we get into your Oracle card reading, if you've enjoyed this video so far, could you please give it a thumbs up? And this will help others find this video so they can benefit too. Thank you. I just want to remind you that I do not do personal readings, so I will never DM you on social media about readings or with a psychic message. Be very careful online, and let's see what else is going on for you this month with some Oracle, tarot cards, and some rune stones. So for this part of the reading, I am picking 3 cards from the Angel Guide Oracle. And first card is Surrender. And I don't want you to put too much attention or importance on outside circumstances that you're in or that you're going through. And these things that are going on outside of you, or that are distracting you, or making you feel even down about things or less hopeful, are diverting you from your goals as well as your inner peace. So they're really not serving you. And if you are going through difficulties or facing challenges, don't let them take over your mind or rob your energy. So let's not put our energy into the situation which is outside of ourselves. So we're being told to release these types of things, not put too much importance on them, give yourself a break, and surrender any concerns, worries, whatever is stressing you out, whatever you're not seeing happening in your life, just give it to, a higher power. So whatever you believe in, God, source, the universe, angels, guides, and try to have faith and trust that things will get better. Because manifestation doesn't actually occur by what's outside you, it's what's going on inside. So we want to work on that and focus on that. Okay, so the next card is opportunities and change. So this is a really good card, especially at this time of year when we're kind of shifting from one year into the next. And what we're being told now is that when you let go, you allow these opportunities and doorways to open for you. So as we just talked about, don't put too much focus on the stuff that's not working out right now or the results you're not seeing. And then you're creating space for new things to come to you. So if we look here, she's holding a bird, and these birds up here at the top are kind of like showing change coming. And there's also a new moon there as well. If you're trying to make a decision, your angels are nudging you towards the newer option. So you're being encouraged to go towards the new and to try new things. And also, if you're considering, shall I change my path? Shall I start this? Should I do that? And you're talking yourself out of it, that's probably your mind, your ego doing that. And the angelic message of this card is to go for the different thing, the new thing, because that's the opportunity, that's the new thing that could change your whole timeline, where you're going, what you're doing. So try and focus on that, focus on looking for opportunities and making any changes you need to make. And the last card from these is Angelic Protection, which I find quite interesting because if you watched last month's reading, we had Archangel Michael showing up quite strongly, and I believe this card definitely represents him too, with the sword, the shield, which if you look is actually an energy shield, it's transparent, and of course he has this kind of like halo of protection or shield over his whole sort of upper body. So I feel what this means then for you is that you need to again be reminded that you are safe and you are spiritually protected. And Archangel Michael again is a presence. You might use other names if you follow a particular path with protective spiritual beings, whatever you works for you, but you are protected regardless of what's going on. Just kind of feel that comfort in that, because I think that will empower you more to know that you have spiritual beings on your side helping you. They are protecting you. And particularly as you enter any new chapters, as we kind of round up this year and as new things begin, or you start to look at what you want to do, you mustn't feel alone or that you don't have support, because you do have spiritual support as you enter kind of a new chapter in your life. And you might need to be brave. I feel some of you do need to be a little more braver, and you might have to step outside your comfort zone. Based on these three cards together, that definitely seems to be the theme there. Okay, so next I'm going to pick a card from the Gold Dust Oracle, and this is a deck that is going to give you some advice around career and money matters and finances if you need it. Okay, and the card is Give Freely. Okay, so sometimes I think we need to remember that if we if we give something freely, and that could be our time, service, something that we are willing to part with, it can help bring things in. So what I think you need to do in terms of business and career is, look at what you can do to give to others, rather than why aren't I making more money? How can I make more money? We need to think about what can we give to our community, our customers, our work environment, which will then reward us with that abundance and prosperity. And I'll just read the message on the card for you as well. It says, a friend asks only for your time, not your money. Don't make loans. Give a gift if you want to. So things that you could consider for your career and business would be things such as content creation, which is social media information you're sharing on there. Giving free gifts with things, which is something a lot of small businesses like to do. Something little you could supply if you're posting things to people. Even discounts or coupon codes, that type of thing. Doing a special offer on something that you're already charging for. That is also a gift. And webinars, free webinars, workshops, free samples of things. These will all help you connect and possibly help you find more people. So if that's something you're doing, you need to focus. And obviously, interesting connection, because December, a lot of us are gift giving at this time. So that's interesting. But yeah, definitely when it comes to your abundance and your business, it's like giving, well, then you'll receive. Now, you don't expect anything back, but it's just naturally going to cause that kind of energy exchange. And I think if that's one of those ideas that's been popping into your head already, or things you're thinking about, then this is your sign that that's definitely something you need to try, because that's going to really help you grow. And in case you didn't already know, I recently posted an in-depth pick a card reading for career and money on my channel. So if you want a really in-depth look with some guidance, and that is a timeless reading, so whenever you watch it, it will apply at that time. So next I'm going to pull a card from the Heaven's Faith Tarot, and this has some really cool vintage spiritual and new age artwork in it, and very sort of uplifting, positive messages that I think you're going to enjoy. First time I've used this on the channel. So the card we got for you is Judgment, which is a major arcana card as well. And let's have a look at this artwork. So traditionally people say that the angel that appears on the Judgment card is Archangel Gabriel, and I do feel that's what might be being shown to us here. And I'll just read the message on the card for you, and then I'll give you my own guidance for you. So it says, the Judgment card, more than any other, urges us to free ourselves from what is holding us back and to embrace our true calling. It is time to be reborn, to shed the skin of our old lives and to live according to our higher truth. So what I feel this card is about for you is very much in keeping with the end of the current cycle that we're in. And also it's about leaving, the year behind us now. I do think we are in that mode of looking back at what we've done, what worked, what didn't work, releasing the past. So anything that was not working, learn from those lessons as we move into this new era, and only take with you what you learn about things as you move forward. And this is also a card of the bigger picture. So again, we'll start to look at where we're heading, what we want to do next year. Planning for next year is something that I'll be doing, and a lot of us will be doing. And know that you have a higher path and purpose in your life. This card is very much talking about being the best version of yourself and aligning with the best path in most alignment with things such as your life purpose. So those are things I think you need to keep in mind at this time, and to know that you do have this higher purpose. There is a higher life path for you that you can tap into, and to do what you can to align with this. So what I'd say is, as you're making decisions, think about, is this for my higher purpose, or does it feel like something I'm just doing because I feel I should do it? It's very much about you and what you want to achieve as we kind of head into the next year and we shift into each new season as it comes along. And I've also been guided to pull a rune for you this month, and I'm using my crystal runes, and these kind of give me a Lord of the Rings kind of vibe to them. The rune I pulled for you for the month is Wunjo, or Wunyo, and this is actually considered the rune of joy. So it's a really good rune for us to have, and it's one of the most positive runes in the rune stones. And some people say it represents a fruit-bearing branch of a tree, which is a nice kind of way of looking at it. So good things are on the way. I would definitely say that is a traditional meaning here. And you need to follow your happiness. When you're making decisions or you're deciding what to do next, or you've got lots of different things you could be doing, it's the one that you're most passionate about or that you're most interested in, and it lights you up. Anything that lights you up like that, that's related to your life, whether that's personal or your career, is going to lead to a better outcome. And it's going to be your guide to what you should be focusing on and what you should be doing. And if you enjoy what you're doing, it will show in your work, it will show in your life, and others will see it too. And it's just going to be like this cycle of attracting better things to you. And, do what raises your vibration. You will know what that is. It might be exercise, going for a walk in nature, whatever stimulates you and gets those ideas flowing or makes you feel energized enough to get on with the projects and the work that you're doing. Could be seeing family, spending time with someone very special, pets, whatever it is. You need to do more of it, because that's only going to amplify that energy, which will help with creativity and your well-being, especially at this time of year. We all know it's quite difficult. If you're in the Northern Hemisphere, it's a particularly challenging time of the year. So do what you can that makes you feel good, follow your joy, do what lights you up, and you're going to get way better things coming to you, and it's going to open more doors for you. So let's look at everything all together in this reading, and we'll also be looking at any messages I get for you, such as signs and symbols that you will need to look out for this month. And I feel overall this reading is about you receiving divine inspiration and tapping into these creative solutions to your problems, things which are gifts that are going to help you manifest or create the changes you need, and also using your ideas. So it's very important that we actually take action on the divine inspiration and ideas that we receive, as these are divine. They're literally messages from your higher self and your guides. And you need to share your knowledge and surrender any worries or concerns that you have to a higher power, as this will free you up a lot so that you can get on with things, and it will allow space for these opportunities and positive changes to happen for you and enter your life. And just know that you are protected and supported on the spiritual planes, and in a transformation, blessings can come along, and to follow your path to feeling good and doing what makes you feel good is going to kind of guide you through everything that's going on this month. So that is a summary of the reading. And for your signs that I see in here, one of the recurring symbols that appears throughout this reading is the spiral. So we can see in the background here again, and also there's kind of a spiral design going on here, and over here there's like a galaxy, and that is also a spiral. It can mean power and tapping into your power, but I also feel it means alignment with your destiny and getting in touch with your spirit. And also with us having a solstice coming up, I feel it's a sign to do with the solstice and cycles, and a message for you about how everything keeps changing. If you're not where you want it to be at this time of the year, then know that things just keep shifting. That is the natural order of things. And the other symbol I see in this reading for you is the crescent moon. So if we have a look, this crescent moon appears here. I also feel there's a little bit of a hidden crescent here. The sword also has a crescent moon. These are kind of like crescent moon shapes here as well. So for some reason, I think the new moon and the solstice are really important times for you. So I would definitely use those to your advantage for manifesting, for meditation and spiritual work, but also look out for things happening around the new moon and the winter solstice or summer solstice, depending where you are. And another meaning of the new moon symbol or the crescent moon is to trust your intuition. And it can also represent new beginnings, which again fits in with everything else that's going on at this time. And just the only other thing is there is a predominant amount of deep blue throughout this reading, moving into indigo, particularly here. So what I think that means is tapping into your psychic and spiritual nature, and also with it being related to third eye abilities. I feel that this is to do with, trusting your inner visions. So again, these ideas popping into your head and your mind, things that you're seeing in any way, could even become to you, some of you in dreams, is, these are downloads, these are spiritual downloads, and you need to pay attention to them. And before we get into your pick a card reading, if you want to learn anything more about any of the decks I've used today, I have included links below, and some of these are affiliate links which help support me in the channel, so thank you. So for this part of the reading, it will be an additional personal message for you and a crystal support to support you through the month. I'm using my personal handmade crystal oracle, and I can't show you my illustrations yet, but I will of course give you the guidance you need and show you the crystals. So just take a moment to tune in and allow your intuition to guide you to the card containing the message that you need to hear at this time and your crystal. So card 1, card 2, or card 3. And if you need to take a while to do this, please just pause the video, and then once you have selected the card, you can go to the video chapters in the bar of this video, or go to the video description to jump straight to your message. And if you picked card 1, then your crystal is sodalite, and your message is follow divine inspiration. And obviously this was the major theme of the month and a tarot card too, so this is a very strong message for you, and you must notice the signs. There's a possibility you've been seeing, or you've had an idea that you've shrugged off or talked yourself out of, and something that's just laying around that you've just not put into action. That is probably why this is coming up twice for you. And as ideas come up this month, you need to take action on them more so than anyone else, because I think you might have that kind of golden idea that you need. It could also be a solution or an aha moment, an epiphany of some type, and you might be getting a lot of spiritual downloads, and some things that could come to you could really change things for you, so make sure you do use them. And the reason sodalite will be a helpful stone for you this month, as it pairs your intuition with your logic, and it's a stone of inspiration, ideas, and downloads, so it really is perfect for you. It also helps clear your mind, and it can be used to trigger breakthroughs or to find a solution to something that you've had trouble with for a while. And if you don't have this stone, or you want an alternative, you could also use blue apatite, clear quartz, or some type of meteorite. Thank you for sticking around to watch the whole video, and hopefully you found this reading helpful. And let me know in the comments which card you picked, or if any parts of this reading really resonated with you. And you can find all my crystal books on Amazon and other places in the links below this video. And remember to subscribe and click bell notifications so you don't miss another reading from me. Have a great month. And if you picked card 2, then your crystal is Lemurian Seed Crystal, or Lemurian Quartz. And your message for the month is to shine your light. And I think some of you are a little uncomfortable with being seen. That is something you'd need to be thinking about. Perhaps you are, but you're kind of resistant, or certain things you're not doing when you feel you know you should be doing them. This could be socially, getting out there, meeting people, or it could actually be relating to your career and visibility, particularly online. And, this crystal is also a reminder that you have a purpose, you have unique skills and abilities, and a perspective that is needed by the world. So in any way that you're holding back, like I say, personal skills, abilities, things that you can offer others. Some of you are creatives, you may have projects or things that you haven't released to the world because maybe fear has held you back. Then you're being encouraged to put your stuff out there, put yourself out there, and to not hide your light, messages or gifts from the world. It's not about you, it's more about your higher purpose. Some of you are way showers. You might be a pioneer in the field you work in, and also some of you are spiritual teachers and have things to offer or things that will help others in any way. So the reason I recommend Lemurian Seed for you is because it is a high vibration crystal that increases your spiritual light. It also helps with visibility and finding your tribe, so connecting with the right people. And it's also a stone that is very popular and attractive and draws in light workers, healers, spiritual teachers tend to be drawn to this crystal and find it helpful for them. And if you don't have Lemurian Seed or you can't find one, you could also use citrine, Herkimer diamond, or sunstone. So I just want to thank you for watching the whole of this video, and hopefully you found this reading to be helpful. Let me know in the comments which card you picked, or if any parts of this reading resonated with you. And you can find links to all my crystal books on Amazon and other places in the links below. And please remember to subscribe and click bell notifications if you don't want to miss another reading from me. And have a great month. Okay, so if you picked card 3, then your crystal is blue calcite. And your message for the month is to release the past. So you need to let go of any disappointments, regrets from the past year, and, mourning the past or reliving memories of things that didn't work out, or people that disappointed you, or things that have gone wrong, even in your distant past, is not helpful for you, and it's not helping things at all. So if that's something you find yourself doing this month, or it's something you're doing at the moment, you need to stop it, as it's really not helping your situation at all. And, don't allow your history to define you. So if it's something that you've done, or you feel guilty, or, a lot of us experience a lot of failures in our lives, a lot of things don't work out. And you need to stop carrying that stuff. It doesn't define who you are. And it's completely normal for people to go through that kind of growth process. So, as we end the year, it's time to let things go and focus on looking forward now. And focusing on the next year and your next move and whatever it is you want to achieve this month or next year. And the reason I recommend you a blue calcite crystal is because it's a gently cleansing stone. It helps release stress around things that you can't change, so you kind of just let that stuff go. It's a very soothing stone, and it will help you reach a state of inner peace. And if you don't have this, you can also work with clear calcite, selenite, also known as satin spar, and shungite. And thank you so much for watching the whole of this video, and hopefully you found this reading helpful. So let me know in the comments below which card you picked, or if any parts of this reading resonated with you. And you can find any of my crystal books on Amazon and other places in the links below this video. And please remember to subscribe and select bell notifications so you never miss a reading from me. Have a great month.